Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Block off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
A special player on the offensive line is right tackle Lane Johnson, a two-time Pro Bowler, one-time All-Pro. And pass rushers come from everywhere now in the NFL, and he holds them in check on his side and loves to pick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here comes Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's going to take it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up here into Deshaun Jackson. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown, Chicago! Darius Slayton, 82 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 3rd down, Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie, and that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them can...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Watson on first down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get them into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all, dare I say.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw it is Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Locke. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So we have come to, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down, Watson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tony Pollard with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Locke. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, it's Pollard. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is caught by Jackson.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the two-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.